Hey, going? Welcome to Shock the System. It's been a year maybe since I did Shock the System. If you're offended by bad language, I would tune in right out of this right now. Okay, so a few things that I'm gonna say. Fuck you. You know who you are. Go fuck yourself. You and your partner. You know, I don't wish you all the best. And I think when you finally wake up to each other one day, you realize it's not love. It's just fake. Like I said, I don't need to fucking be in a relationship to be happy. Unlike you two that are probably not even happy, but you like to pretend you're a happily married couple when you're not. Like I said, a piece of paper always shows if you're married to someone. If you don't have that, you're not married to someone. Anyways, I've been noticing a lot lately on Facebook and social media how all these women, try to prey on guys that are vulnerable and always asking for money. I think the most common thing I see on Facebook is, oh, if you like me or want to help me out, don't be afraid to pay ID me. And it's just like, number one, you're stupid enough to put your actual phone number on there for everyone to see, but you're trying to make guys feel like, they have to feel sorry for you. When the night before or consistently you're out there getting drunk, buying drugs, and you complain you're broke when you're the one buying drugs, you're the one that's, buying cigarettes and stuff, and you expect others to pay for it because you can't get off your fucking ass. There's a lot of people out there that can't fucking get off their ass. They just want to be bums. They say, oh, I'm too sick. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, fuck off. It's all in the mind. You think some days I want to go to work and fucking, go through what I go through? You've got to sit back and go, what do you want your life to be? You want to live like a bum? You want to be successful? Do you want to be happy with your life? Do you want to be mature? There's a lot of adults out there that are not mature. It's like they're in school, and playing stupid childish games. Life isn't meant to be hard. It's how you choose to live your life. If there's someone in your life, whether it's a partner, an ex, a friend, that's bringing you down and not there for you, you kick them out. No one has a right to tell you what you can and can't do, who you can and can't date, what you can and can't wear. You should have the freedom to do what you want in life. Because if you don't, you're never going to be happy. And it's like if someone's bullying you, what do? You get rid of the bully. I mean, I think it's just crap that at the end of the day, people just can't stand up for themselves. People who are in loveless relationships that they know they don't love the other person, but they're only with them because they've got nowhere else to go. They've got no one else, they can't drive themselves places, they can't afford things, so they pretty much latch on to the first guy they see. I know women that only go out with guys because if they don't, they're homeless. Or they got no one to drive them around, or they got no money. So they find a guy, they latch onto him, they give him a sob story about their life, and then after that, they take advantage of the guy. Once they're bored with the guy, they get rid of him. They don't obviously love the guy. Because if you really love someone in a relationship, you do everything to make it work. You don't break up over silly things. I mean, if you're really bored in a relationship, then spice it up. And obviously, if your partner's not putting out, it means that she's probably going to someone else behind your back. And I think that's disgusting. In life, it's not about, fucking taking advantage of people and playing games with their heart and soul. Nothing can break me. When it comes to relationships, if no one wants to be with me, I don't fucking care anymore. I'd rather be single, happy, and not deal with drama or fakeness. Enjoy your cigarette. Enjoy your marijuana. Enjoy your drugs. Where's that going to get you in life? Enjoy being in a fake relationship that, you're only in it to get revenge on the person you dated beforehand. People will wake up to your games in the end. It goes for anybody out there that's in a fake relationship. I'd say 95% of the time it's the woman at fault. I feel bad for some blokes that, they think, oh, they found the woman of their dreams, but it's just a fake thing. The woman's only there because the guy's got something to offer. The moment the guy's got nothing, bye-bye. It's not about the heart anymore. It's about how much you can get off someone. I know at least 3 women that only want to be in relationships because if they don't, they'll be hopeless. They don't love the guy. They just like the fact, oh, guess what? I don't have to go looking for a house now because this guy will let me live with him and he won't charge me rent. All I got to do is suck his dick or fucking, root him and that's all good. It's like females only want to be friends with guys if they got drugs. I had an incident a few days ago where, oh, this one's a good one. This girl messaged me out of the random on Facebook and goes, do you have gear? And I said, what's it to you? Obviously I don't, but I'm like, what's it to you? Oh, if you got gear, come over to my place. This is my address. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, do you live with anybody? No. It's like, you just gave a total random stranger your address. Just because of drugs. And then when I said, look, I don't do drugs. I don't want anything to do with drugs. But I'm happy to come over as a friend. Oh, I'm not up for company night. You're up for company when, you thought I had drugs. Isn't that funny? The moment I said I didn't have drugs, oh no. Sorry, this camera is that's bothering me. And I was just like, well, fuck that. Like, honestly, these girls only want to meet up with guys if they've got drugs, or they're going to lend them money, or they're going to buy them shit, or they're going to take them for drives. I think there was a few incidences last year where one of my female friends only wanted me to drive her. She wanted me to drive her to her, what was it, boyfriend, fuck buddy, whatever. Right? She wanted me to get out of bed, drive her fucking ass to the guy's place, and for me to drive back. And it was like, so you're using me so you can get a route from a guy. And then he gets to route you. If you're seeing a guy that can't even fucking get off his ass and drive and he doesn't have a license, well done. Great choice, and guys. Like, really, if a guy doesn't have his license, man, fucking hell. That guy expects, some other guy to drive you to his place and buy you stuff. And here's another good one. There was one girl that she was like, oh, what area you live in? And I never tell anyone I never tell even the exact suburb or even closer suburbs. And she's like, oh, fucking, she wanted, wait for it, $20 for Coca-Cola. And I was like, $20 for Coke. Why? So we can mix it with alcohol. And I said, who's we? Oh, my ex-boyfriend lives with me. Why don't you get your ex-boyfriend to pay for it? And if he's broke, well then why are you asking other blokes for your bad habits? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? That these guys just sit there and go, oh, I'll get the girl to go do all the work, so then that way I don't have to do fuck all. So because they're druggies. They're these druggies that have no lives. And they want to leech off people. They don't want to get a job. They don't want to fucking do anything. When you turn 18 or 21 in some places in the world, you gotta get off your fucking ass. Don't be a fucking bum. There are so many guys out there that don't even act their age. They're just fucking absolute assholes. They're bums. They're druggies. They're pathetic losers. And for some fucked up reason, girls go to these guys. Because they have no self-esteem in themselves. And then they are all the same boat. Like, as I look at this wallpaper that I've got on my computer of all the people I've met over the years, most of all the girls I've hooked up with, and I look at them and go, they're nothing special. Like, one of them goes from bloke to bloke because, she's always homeless because, she just goes from bloke to bloke. When a relationship goes, she goes to the next bloke. Then there's another one that's a single mother that hasn't seen her kid in years because she's a fucking druggie, bipolar druggie, like real schizo. And she complains she has nothing. And when she gets angry, she takes it out on me because I won't give her any money. Why should I? So to buy your crack, to buy your gear, fuck off. Then we see this one over here, on and off with her boyfriend all the time. He beats her up, he cheats on her, he fucking destroys her, and the best thing she can do is get away from him, but she always says she loves him and wants to go back to him. No, that's not love, that's just fucking torture. And I look at her and go, you know what? The funny thing is, the amount of times I've kissed her behind her boyfriend's back, but the reason why I wouldn't date her and have her in a relationship is because she is a druggie. And when she's consistently going from, random houses at nights and, she doesn't drive herself. He doesn't drive. And she's always taking advantage of her friends and using them. She'll only go see her friend if it benefits her. She's done that to 2 of her female friends, and it's just disgusting. I even said to one of her female friends one night, I said, she ain't going to come see you unless it benefits her. And she's like, how do you know this? I'm like, because that's the person she is. Long story short, I was right. And she was like, oh, you're right. I'm like, of course I'm right. People only do things to benefit themselves. They'll only see people if they get something out of it. Like a lot of women I talk to will only talk to guys if the guy will give them money, whether it's for their drugs, their alcohol, their cigarettes, their fucking OnlyFans. Like the amount of times I see on Facebook alone, people going, oh, I've got OnlyFans. No one cares about your OnlyFans. People can get free porn on the internet. Why would they want to pay for it? And why are you so special over all these other, models and all these other... You've got nothing better than them. I get it. You want to make money, and we all want to make money, but when a guy is not messaging you, then he's not interested. Don't go messaging a guy. If he sees you've got OnlyFans on your thing, he'll ask about it. If not, don't bug him. But it's the people that just straight out go on their Facebook, put their pay ID thing up, people can see their phone numbers, and you think, you've just given thousands of people your personal phone number. What if one of those motherfuckers is a criminal, a rapist? You've just given him your details. Just because you're trying to make a quick buck and being lazy. Now let's get story time with Andre. Let's do story time because this is the most controversial bit. Alright. Let me talk to you. I'm Andre. And I'm damn proud of who I am. The amount of shit that I've gone through over the years would make anyone disgusted of what my ex has put me through, what people do to me on a day-to-day basis. But I'm still fucking standing. I choose when I want to leave this earth. And that's when my parents go. Once my parents are gone, I'm out of this earth. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Because I ain't going to have kids. I ain't going to be in a relationship. Fuck, I don't even want anyone kissing me or having sex with me because it just grosses me out. And you may think, where's this coming from? Because I learned in a very padded place what my life meant to me and what I want in life. It's not to be surrounded by druggies and fake friends or fake relationships. I do things that make me happy. Fuck, if I want to buy a fucking Harley Quinn fucking figurine, I'll buy a fucking Harley Quinn figurine, If I want to have like a fucking drink that's got fucking, all the horror characters on it, I'll fucking do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so happy of what I have in life. I've got a beautiful computer table here. I've got some nice flashing lights. There's actually more, but I'm not going to fucking bother. No, I've got everything. All the PlayStations, all the Xboxes here, Nintendos. Alright, I got all the materialistic things I want in life. And at the end of the day, I've lived half my life already. And I've achieved a lot. Maybe if I didn't break up with my fiance of 6 years, maybe things would be better. But maybe things could be worse. So my fiance of 6 years was the best person that I've ever met in my life. I fucked up, and she broke up with me, and she had every right to. I did some bad things, and I live with it every day. Believe me, like every day I keep thinking, that book, that chapter, I want it closed, but it'll never be closed. It'd be nice to talk to her and see how things are going. It'd be nice to just have her come over and have a look at the changes in this house and, be part of her life, even if it's just, talking. I did bad, and I apologise, and I never got to apologise since it happened to her. Some days I look at my phone or look at my Facebook and hope that she messages me and, we can talk, because I am sorry. She told me to change who I am, and I did. When we broke up, she wanted me to get my shit together and sort my shit out, and I did. I currently have a job, and I've had it for a year now. I've got my shit together. I've learned a lot about life and a lot about what I want in life. And I reckon she'd be proud of me. When I dated her, she wasn't my type of girl. I'll be straight out honest. But I fell in love with her, and she was the best partner I've ever had in life. She didn't smoke. She didn't do drugs. She didn't take advantage of me. She worked 2 jobs. She had a big heart. And if you take away her family and the people around us, we would have had the perfect relationship. It was because people were interfering and getting on my nerve and, pushing the bear, so to speak. Things wouldn't have happened the way it did. I think that even she needs to realise that at her age, if she wants a successful life and an independent one, she needs to get away from her family and live independently and do her own thing. Because I feel like that she doesn't want to be an adult. I remember when we used to have we could go out to eat and she'd eat anything. And then when the vegetarian thing got put in her head, I was just like, oh man. And I thought that's how it'd go, no more than that. And then she became a vegan, I was just like, what the fuck? I feel like peer pressure made her do these things. And I feel like she could never have a really successful relationship on her own while she's working for them, while she's living under their roof kind of thing. I saw things in her that her family, her parents, the people around her, I saw things in her that they didn't see. I didn't see her for special needs. I didn't see her for little hopeless person. I saw her as potential, that she could do anything she wants in life. I saw that in her. Everyone, took advantage of her. They treated her like a puppet on her strings. And the fact that, she was always monitored, they always were keeping an eye on her. It's like, she's an adult. Let her do her thing. She's quite capable of doing her thing. And what bugged me was, they didn't give her the credit she deserved. I thought she was amazing. I don't think I ever quite told her that, but I thought she was the most beautiful person here in Adelaide, where I live. I thought she was the most amazing. I think she could be anything she puts her mind to. I think she'd be a good mother too. I should have married her. I should have spent the rest of my life with her. I should have fucking had kids with her, because I think that that's the sort of person I want. It would have made my dad happy. It would have made my mum happy. It would have made me happy. And then I wouldn't have had to go through all the shit that I've gone through over the years after her. 6 years is kind of hard to disappear from someone's heart, And when I go out, people don't realise that I still wear my ring that she gave me. And you may think, oh, it looks cheap and nasty. No, it's not cheap and nasty. To me, when she gave me that, I was like the most happiest person on this earth because she was the first and only person that's done that to me. I don't wear rings, but the thought that, you know, maybe I should have said, hey, because I always said to her I wasn't the marrying type or wasn't the, like, wanting to have kids or anything, but I wanted to like do all that for her, you know, like I wanted to like someday have our own place. And, you know, when it didn't happen, it was just like, you know, oh crap, I fucked up. I should have got mental help. I should have seen someone about it, but I've learnt my lesson. And I know she's happy. She's been with the same guy all this time, and that's great for her. Like, don't get me wrong. But I hope she's with him for the right reasons. I hope it's love. I hope it's, you know, real and not just being put there because she can't do any better, because she can. And I honestly, to be honest with you, I think she can do a lot better than him. I think I'm better than him in a lot of ways too. I think, like, I look at him and go, he looks so unhealthy. He looks sick. He looks like, you know, he needs to be in hospital. There's being overweight, but then there's like looking like you're sick. And I've seen this guy in public and I look at him and go, he looks so unhealthy. Just like my previous ex. Same story. You know, she's put on massive amount of weight since we broke up. Like, massive. Like, she was never that big. And her partner that she's with now, he's just a dropkick loser. He's a woman basher. He's a criminal. And that's like really letting yourself go. It gets to a point where you just question like these people and go, you know, you can do so much better than this, and you just like lower yourselves to that standard. And I just don't understand it. Like, I know I can get anybody I want if I really put my mind to it. But for me, I don't want just anybody. Like, I'm happy to stay single for the rest of my life till the day I die. I'm happy to not have sex for the rest of my life either. I don't need that kind of stuff in my life. I was thinking a long time ago, like, when someone puts you off sex completely, then you're like, no, I don't want to deal with that shit. There's like relationships out there that it's just fake. How can you be in a relationship where you know that there's no love in it? And if I'm being really raw, because this has shocked the system, I've got to start shocking people now. There's these fucking women out there, right, that all they want to do is go around sleeping behind their partner's back. They don't give a fuck who they hurt, because they know if they can get away with it, they're going to keep doing it. I mean, when someone is that sexually active, you think they're just going to stop? If you're not doing what you're supposed to do in the bedroom, they're going to go to someone else. They're going to go to someone else. And the things you've got to look for in the relationship when it's not working is, if you think your partner loves you like they say, well, maybe they should start showing it. Because I think at the end of the day, when your partner goes off behind your back and does something that you don't know about, you start thinking realistically. I mean, relationships are supposed to be 50-50 at the end of the day. They're not supposed to be, you know, one person just pays for everything, one person does this. Now, usually I let my videos go a lot longer than this, but because of health reasons, I can't let this video go longer. Otherwise, I'll get angry and upset, so I have to behave myself. But unlike some people, I've actually got to go to work tomorrow. So I need to get my rest. And, you know, the worst thing, and I'll be honest with you, going into, whether it's work or any place, I don't feel like I'm respected. I don't feel like, you know, I'm worth of anything. I'm not worthy to friends. I'm not worthy to people I work with. I'm not worthy to anyone. I got probably one friend at work. I got a few, but there's one guy in particular. Big T, you know what I'm talking about. Your missus is probably next to you. Shout out goes to you too. He never rubbishes me. He's there to give me a hug. He never says anything wrong by me. He never, makes fun of me or anything. And I feel like I can talk to him out of the whole place. And I feel like, his partner's very lucky. She's got a great guy, very good looking guy. He looks after himself. He's got a good figure on him. He's got a good head on him. He seems like a very smart guy too. And there's a lot of potential in him. Like, if I was the boss, I see a lot of potential in him. Like, if I was in charge, I would have him work as many hours as he wants because he's someone that I know that can work. And I know he won't fuck around if I was in charge. And that's the thing, like, if I'm looking for people, when I start, if I was a boss, what would I look for in a worker? Someone that doesn't cause shit. Someone that can just, you tell them what to do, and they just do the work. And you don't have to bug them. And he's one person like that, he doesn't get enough credit what he deserves. He deserves a lot of credit. But they don't give him credit. And I think that's sad because I think that, you want guys more like him working. Not some guys that want to just go there and chat. Some guys that want to go there and just cause trouble and muck around. What bosses should look for when they're hiring people is people that just want to work. People that don't want to chat, they just want to work. People that rock up on time, don't cancel shifts when they're meant to be there. Me, I should have a lot more shifts than what I get. And I feel like I deserve it. I've been in the industry for 12 years experience. I can run a store, I know the ins and outs behind the scenes and stuff. And it would be nice if, if people can see how good I am of a worker. So I think it was a month or two ago, we had someone come from another store to be like the manager for the night. And I could tell he was struggling. So, because he's not from our store, he's, he doesn't know the rope. And I know what people are like. And I was saying to myself, well, if I don't step in here, the job ain't going to get done. And I helped. I said, you go to this aisle, you go to this aisle, let's get this done first, let's do this. I can do that. And people on Facebook and behind the scenes don't see what a great person I am. You guys need to start understanding, I'm not a normal guy. I'm one of the best guys. I'm better than most of the guys that you know, ladies. I'm better than your boyfriends. I'm better than your husbands. I'm better than your father of your kids. I'm up here. I'm at the pinnacle. Most men are down here. Most men are not men. They're boys. Like, I know a lot of relationships where the guy doesn't even have a job. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't even drive. He doesn't do much. And girls want to be with guys like that. Girls don't want a guy like me that actually works. An actual house owner. Stable. Drug-free. Smoke-free. The moment someone wants that over me, I'm like, whoa, enjoy your life. Because you'll never be happy and come up to pinnacle where I am. You want to date decent guys like me, start earning your keep. Climb the mountain. Come grab me. I ain't coming down. So I live at like a mansion on the mountain. I ain't coming down for you peasants. I ain't coming down to deal with druggies. I'll come down when I want something. I don't want anything. I don't want sex. I don't want kissing. I don't want anything. I want my friends happy. And I want my female friends to actually look at the people they're dating and be like, oh, maybe I should be starting looking somewhere else. Because I'll tell you something, if a guy does not work or drive and he's over the age of 20, there's something wrong there. You may say, oh, but what if he studies? So how long do you want to be with someone that's studying? Where's it got them? Is it putting food on the table? For you and the kids, if he's just studying. Is he really going out of his way to improve his life? I don't think so. I think people need to realise that the longer you stay with someone like that, the longer that you're going to be just unhappy. Believe me, I've been in relationships where I know I was used, and I'm here to still talk about my story. Whereas some people that have been abused are not here, sadly, anymore. I got mentally and physically abused by my last partner. And, you know, I'm in a better place now. And I can't say the same about her and her partner. And that's why I can sleep better at nights than them. See, I don't have to worry about people knocking on my door at nights. I don't have to worry about the police knocking on my door, where some nights they might have to. I don't have to worry about people coming after me like bikies and stuff, but they might have to. See how life's different. It's because of the choices they've made in their lives has made them the way they are today. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I don't do things illegal like they do. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't buy stolen goods. I don't do any of that shit like they do. And that's how they have to live their life, thinking every time they hear a knock at that door, could be the police, could be bikies, could be people after them. And I tell you something, it wouldn't even be surprised me if both of them, not one, but both of them are cheating on each other. Because they're both known to do it. They're both cheaters. And they know they're cheaters. And I find it very, very funny that at nights when they go to sleep at nights, that, you know, when one of them's asleep, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's messaging their phones. Because I know them both very well. And I know what they're like, and that's the way they are. Well, anyways, thank you for watching Shock the System. A bit tamer than usual, but I didn't really have that much to say. I just, you know, I'm tired. I got chocolate here and my drink on the side here. Got my PlayStation going at the moment. But yeah, if you're in a relationship where it's fucked up, don't be in it. And be careful when you do get into a relationship. Really think about why you get into a relationship. Because one day you'll be in one, and the next you'll be out.